Triple News. Informative. Chairmanship candidate of the Nigerian Bar Association Lagos branch, the Premier Bar, Mrs. Abiye Tam-George, has pledged her unrelenting commitment to problem solving and promoting the welfare of legal practitioners of the branch. Tam-George made this known at the Manifestos Day organized by the branch in furtherance of the 2025 election of members into key positions to pilot the affairs of the branch for the next 2 years. Abiye noted that the welfare of members remain at the forefront of her laudable agenda, adding that groundbreaking initiative that would foster problem solving will be employed to uplift the branch.
Good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to be here. I have served the branch in numerous capacities. I was the immediate past vice chair of this branch. By virtue of that position, I also served as the chairperson of the Human Rights Committee. This implies, therefore, that I have accumulated enough experience. I do have the capacity to proffer solutions to solve the challenges that we face as a branch. In my capacity as the Human Rights Chair of the branch, I formulated 5 subcommittees. One of those committees that I cherish so much is the software subcommittee. I understand that in today's world, without applications that solve problems, we're not able to advance, we're not able to develop. And so that is exactly what I'm going to bring to bear. The branch needs innovation. The branch needs applications to be able to solve our problems. As the vice chair of the branch, I've been able to do a lot for the branch in terms of representation, in terms of proffering solutions, in terms of ensuring that the branch keeps to its standard. I'm bringing a lot to bear because of my experience. Last year, I trained and got certificate as Masters in Business Administration. And with that, I was able to scale my knowledge as to what artificial intelligence is, as to what data analysis is to solve problems. And for me, most importantly, for the MBA Lagos branch, there is lack of structure. We need to come up with structures that are sustainable.
Speaking on 2 key areas of focus of our administration, Abiye noted that the welfare of members as well as the justice system were 2 paramount areas of consideration for her. Besides, she underscored the need for a resuscitation and sustenance of a cooperative scheme that she said will help address financial aid to members by way of soft loans as well as enabling facilities. TripleNet reports.
So 2 areas I would like to prioritize is about welfare of members and scaling the justice system. For welfare of members, I earlier mentioned that there is need for structure. We do not have a structure upon which they can build. For me, the structure is about reviving the cooperative society of our branch. I was fortunate to be the secretary of that cooperative society. I do understand there are enormous benefits if we have a thriving cooperative society. Through the cooperative society, we'll be able to secure loans for our members, we'll be able to leverage on even statutory grants from government to our members. Through the cooperative, our members will learn to save. Through the cooperative, we can share benefits. Through the cooperative, we can approach multinationals, we can approach businesses to have partnership in terms of buying gadgets. Through the cooperative, we'll be able to help our younger lawyers start their career. We'll be able to subsidize on a lot of the programs, whether it is payable or whether it is known, we'll be able to help them to grow. And so for me, it is important for us to have a structure that will help every member thrive, a structure that will help members who are struggling to be accounted for. The second most important for me is about justice. We all know that our justice do have a lot of challenges. And one thing I will do is to monitor the court. We will come up with a program that will be very effective and efficient in monitoring the court.
Meanwhile, on the issues of repeated fragmented relationship that exists between legal practitioners and security agencies, the former chairman of the Human Rights Group of the Premier Bar says her administration will give rapt focus and attention to protecting the interests of members while driving a sober conversation on professionalism.
There is an overt, very visible challenges that we can all feel between lawyers and security agencies. I say this because I've been at the forefront in several locations, witnessing the overzealous, very aggressive and hostile security agencies to citizens, especially to lawyers. And so if you're like me that visit the police stations often, you will agree with me that right in front of you, a police officer will tell a citizen, do not hire a lawyer. Do not bring a lawyer here because your matter will be dealt with in a different way. So what should the NBA Lagos branch do under my leadership? There will be need to have a sober conversation as to professionalism. I believe that if we are on the same page as to what professionals should do, we will have a better understanding on how to relate. If I go to the medical doctor and I explain my condition to the medical doctor, whether I am crying, whether I am aggressive, no matter my utterances or my exposure, my body language, he's not going to count me by that. What he wants to do is to solve the problem. And so I don't agree when we blame lawyers for going to police station and doing certain things, and then police will then brutalize. I do not think that they have the right to do so. And so we must come up with protocol. The way that we have been able to promote ourselves, being recognized as conducting brilliant first-class events. When it comes to social justice, when it comes to ensuring that communities, citizens are well attended to, when it comes to justice, I think the branch will be needed to do more.
TripleNet reports that the Electoral Committee of the Nigeria Bar Association Lagos branch had scheduled June 30th, 2025 as date for election of candidates into leadership positions of the Premier Bar. Reporting for TripleNet Television under the auspices of the Legal Periscope, I am Ife Sinachi Gloria Ejinkonye. TripleNet.